So we're having a go at the Ingleton waterfall walk today. I've got myself, Viv, Barry and Elaine setting off. It's good rain later, so we've set off early to try and get it done before the bad weather comes in. It's a fairly short walk, but hopefully we'll have a nice time. See all the waterfalls in full spray because we've had a bit of rain. So we've just come through the ticket barrier. We're having a little wander down on the first side of the trail, and as you can see, the pathway is nice and gravelled, nice flat gravel here at the moment. Not much water in this part of the river, but no doubt when we get up to the falls themselves, we'll see a bit more. One of the things that you can find on this walk down at the bottom is the money tree, with all the coins embedded. So we've been going about 20 minutes or so, and we're coming up to the first river crossing. So we've got this little bridge. Still quite bright, the rain's not coming yet, but very nice. Some blown down trees in the stream further down. So this is the first view of Pecker Falls, just there beyond the next bridge, which we'll come to in a minute, and then we're going to be climbing up onto the top of that, halfway up that escarpment over there. So come to that soon. So this is that next bridge where you can, this is like Pecker Falls, the first proper one we see today on this road, and going over another one of these little metal bridges, but there's a reasonable amount of water in there. The thing is, after you've been walking down along the river and you have to start climbing to the top of the waterfall, you have to go up some steps. We're just coming up towards the top of Pecker now, so we've that's the way we climbed up. The team's all behind here, and jump in there and have a nice run. I think it'll be lovely. Just found this tree that's come over down the waterfall and got stuck in that hole over there. I ain't going anywhere soon. If you're lucky, this cabin, it can be open for teas and coffees and things, but it's closed today, unfortunately. So we're just making our way onto the top now, and we're going to head around the bend, and I'll point out in a second to the next waterfall called Thornton Force. But just down here you can see a nice split in the river with the island. It goes up. There's the path taking us round. We'll see a bit more of the... Right, so this is Thornton Force. Obviously it's a nice place for a wild swim if you fancy it. And these are the steps that we're going to go up when we leave in a minute. So this is the climb out of Thornton Force. To the path we just walked on, down to the pool at the bottom, and some other walkers. This is the climb out. Steady on the steps. So this is the top of Thornton Force, and you can actually see the steps here where it actually goes over the edge. Be quite dangerous when it's wet, but the actual steps going down to it are quite shallow. Spectacular view though. Right, so we've done the majority of the hike now, and we're just making our way round to the little footbridge that takes us over the river. We're going to go up onto the side and then around that way back towards the downward slope. So we're leaving the first valley now, and just from an information point of view, that road over there is Kingsdale. We're just heading up now to walk between these walls through this little gate up here, and we're going to wend our way around pretty much on a level gravel road now until we come to the next river, which takes us back down into Ingleton, the side of the mountain. No, it is July now, he's not here today. There's an ice cream man. Spend half an hour watching the wheel go by. We're just coming through this little farmstead and heading to Beasley Falls. Nothing to do with Harry Potter. We're going straight on here, girls. Straight on this way. That road does take you back down to Ingleton. These are Airbnb places here, but you just basically walk through off the mountain, down this track, stay left, and it's taking us towards Beasley. Okay, so we're just heading back down now to Beasley Farm, down here. You can see the quarry across there, still working. White Scar Caves, another landmark you can see, you know, if you're looking for somewhere to reference. And then the walk itself takes us down into the trees by the green caravans down there, and we start going down the next load of falls. So the first of the showers has started as we just made it across to Beasley. This is like the other office and toilet block that you can use just behind me here, and then I'll turn around and then basically we're heading down this path here down into those trees, and that takes us back down the second set of waterfalls basically. So that'll be starting with Beasley Falls, and it'll take us all the way back down into Ingleton village. So we've been quite fortunate with the weather. It gave it to come in quite hard today, but hopefully we'll get down before too much of it comes. But, we'll speak later. So this is the start of Beasley Falls. The team are heading down. So quite, you know, it's not hard, but there's one or two steep steps here, so it can get a bit slippy, but very dramatic. Quite a good head of water as well today, which makes it even better for walkers. As you can see here, there's some probably more dramatic U-bends and chutes on these waterfalls going down this side than there is coming up on the other side, to be fair. So we've left Beasley now and we're at Rival. Quite a steep drop. Again, very good path, lots of good steps. Irregular though, so you have to keep your eye on it. You can't keep your eye on the water all the time, obviously, for safety reasons. So this is the bottom of Rival. Just sort of climb back up again, but beautiful. That's really beautiful how it all comes down. You see how brown the water is. That's the peat affecting the colour of the water that's come down off the moors at the top. But the unfortunate thing is we're finding quite a lot of this effluent in the water today, which is clearly coming off the fields at the top. So we're dropping down to what is in effect the last time we crossed the river today before we head back into Ingleton. You either like these bridges or you don't. This is Baxton Hall George. You have to turn back from here once you're back to it. There's no way up there the other side, so this is just literally a photo opportunity and a viewing point. Another tree that's gone down there. So this area is called Snowfalls, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of water coming over the top there. We just had a good shower, and it certainly lightened things up a bit. So that last bridge we went over was actually just a viewing platform, but this is the last bridge now that we could cross over to get out of the area of the trail where you have to pay to get in. You can see that there's a gate there with a code on it to stop people getting in and getting through for nothing. It's great, very alpine. Well, this is the last few steps as we're going down. We end up on this gravel track that takes us back into Ingleton. So we're just coming down now to the last gate where we go out and leave the woods basically. Come through this little kissing gate option. And so we're basically leaving the tree line now, back into the open countryside, starting to drop down into Ingleton village. This is a part of the old quarry buildings, obviously derelict now, but it's rolling its time. So that's it now, we're back into the village, back on proper tarmac. So I'll show you another clip of Ingleton as we go through, and that'll be it for today. So, So if you turn, after you've gone past the Ingleton Chippy, you just turn immediately right. There's a little path that goes back down to, on the way back to the car park. Takes you past the Ingleton open air swimming pool, so it's worth having a look at before we get back to the car park. As you can see the sign there. So that's, you see Ingleton Chippy and you take an immediate right and then just follow the path down. So this is one of the few open air pools that are about these days. Worth having a look. I'm not going to take any video, obviously. I don't want anyone thinking I'm a dirty old man. So basically, come back onto the road now. We go over this bridge and turn right into the car park. That's it. So this is the end of the walk. We're just coming back into the car park through the main gate. Used to be an old railway line above it. But, as you can see, they've got the facilities over there on the left hand side. Big car park. So, good day out. 4.5 miles worth in a circle or triangle in effect. So, up one side, across the mountain, down the other side.